Right guys, today we are in Spalding. We are in a field that, so I looked at this field last night and we've got a Saxon settlement not too far away. Literally I think it's about 3 fields over from where we are. There is Roman settlement, Roman villas, croc marks, Roman finds. I think there might be medieval finds as well. Plenty of finds around here. There's a lot of history in here, and I'm hopeful today. I have swerved my permission for this one occasion because I saw this and I thought this has got to be a good dig. So we swerved it onto here simply because I think the history is there, and if, let's say not too many, let's not say undetected, let's say not too many people have been on this, should be some good things to find. So I'm absolutely, I'm raring to go. I am excited for today and I can't wait to get out there. We've got rid of our pessimism, we're all full tilt optimism. So just before we get underway with the digging, please can I ask, if you've not subscribed, to please do so. I'm not going to keep you too long, but it does help my channel grow and I really would appreciate it. It would mean the world to me to add more and more subscribers just like you watching at home right now. So if you're watching this, please think about doing so. We're also sponsored by Dragon Detector, that's their logo there. Here's my code, which is AMD10, which will get you 10% off most items there, but you can also use that code at Swing and Dig and Relics MD to get yourself 10% off at both of those stores too. That's me rabbiting on long enough, so let's get on with the dig, and I'm really excited to get out there, so I'll see you soon. Guys, we're on to our first, what looks to be a coin just there. You can probably see it. Do apologise for any wind you can hear. It is very windy on this field. 49s, 50s, solid. It's just this one, very thin, very thin. We're going to have a little clean up. I want to see what it is. I don't think we can see anything on it like that. But let's have a little clean up and let's see whether we can spot anything. There we go. I can't see much detail on that at all. We've got a coin. You can see sort of a little bit of the legend coming around there, but we're going to let that dry. I'm going to see what we've got. Put into the pot and let's carry on. So we are in Gosberton and you know the score. We're striking early with a good old Gosberton bullet, a Gosberton special, but it wouldn't be a dig without one around this area. So let's carry on, let's see what else we can find. It's just there, it's tiny. I think it's a coin. I think we're on to Roman. Let's have a quick look. 18s to 20s, and it's this one that's come out just here. That's how it's come out. Let's have a look there, see if we've got a little bit of an imprint there, look. And this is what's come out. Let's have a little bit of a clean. Let's see what we've got here. Some design behind there, just there if you can see it, and then on the other side just there you can see some design as well. So I think, could be wrong, there's either a very fancy weight or we are onto the Roman. For those that watch the video, you'll know that I am terrible with Roman. But what we're going to do is we're going to let that dry. I'm going to catch that very shortly. Alright guys, there we go. That, to me, it's hard to shoot. There you go. You see that detail just there coming through? And then on the other side, just there. So that, to me, is a Roman. So we're on to the Roman. First one of the day. We're not far in. We've got the other coin as well. So let's keep going and see what else we can find. Stunning. Not sure guys whether we're on to another Roman coin just there or a button. It's threw me a little bit. It's just there. Let's get the VDIs. Solid 37 and just this one here. Now I can see some writing down that side there and some detail in that middle there, but that's what threw me off originally. But then I noticed this round here, so let's give it a little clean up. Let's see whether we're on to another little Roman. I think we are, look, 'cause I can see the head there, and it's just been it's corroded just through that middle bit. But let's get a clean up. We're on to another Roman. Right guys, there we go. We've got a little bit of corrosion here, but you can just make out the bust just there, the writing around the outside just there. Then on the other side we have the writing around the outside and then into the middle. Now for viewers that are common with my channel, I am not the greatest on Romans. I know what a Roman is. We've spotted a Roman, we can see that, we can see the bust, but it's not until later that I'll be able to decipher which this one is. But it's another little Roman today. That's 2 for the day so far. No such thing as curses. Well, there we go. We'll get some photos, then we'll keep going, see if we can find any more. Alright, got this one there. It's not another coin. Give me your VDIs. 30. Down there, so you know, pinpoint a depth down there. Put that away. It's just this one. Thought we're on to another, because it's come up just out like that. It's just a little button. No shank. But it's another find. We're finding stuff on this field, definitely more to find. So let's keep going, on to the next. Alright guys, just at the edge. So the Roman come up just over there, this bit here. Button just there, and then we're onto this edge here. And just lost it somewhere down there, onto another target, and I thought we were onto another coin. It's just there, look. 39s, 38s, 39s. It's just this one. There we go. We've got a button with some detail on. Now I would guess, let me move this into the sun, I'm guessing this is going to be military because I can see a crown. So let's have a little wash up and we'll see. So there we go, guys. We have, let's draw that bit off there. So we have the crown and an anchor. So this is going to be navy, I would presume. It's very different from the military buttons I normally find. This is much thinner. But there we go. That is another nice little find. Right guys, it is very windy. Just after I last spoke to you, went to another field, next to a field where a horde has come up. We've been there. I'm not feeling it whatsoever. I mean, stuff may come up, but I'm not feeling it. I do apologise if you can't hear me. This wind is absolute, like I can hear it rattling. But I park back up, come back up here in this line. So somewhere around here is where I had the first Roman, and just up there near that bush is where I've had the second Roman. So I'm coming here, I'm going to walk in this line straight away up there, and I'm going to come back there and see what we can find, see what else is on here. But I think there is me there, and I can just see somebody else coming in. It might be, I can't see who it is, but somebody else coming in now. So we're going to go up here and down and see what we find. Catch you soon. Alright guys, another signal down there. And you probably guessed it's my good old favourite. A lovely little Gosberton bullet. Can't beat them. You really can, but no, you can't beat them. Good old Gosberton bullet. Let's go through for a second, because there's some they haven't shown you. There you go, there's another one, that's 2. There's another one, that's 3. I think we found one earlier, that's 4. 5. 6. I think that's it, 6. Oh, wait. 7. 7 Gosberton bullets. Lovely. We'll keep going and see what we can. Oh, wait. 8 Gosberton bullets. Wait. 9 Gosberton bullets. Hold up. Is there any more? Because I said I thought we were done a minute ago. For bullets, yeah, I think that's it. So you're all caught up. Right, we're on to something else. Something a bit different from coinage and Roman. But I'm going to show you, here's your VDIs. 36, 37s, 38s. And it's just this one. And there we have a thimble, and I think it is complete. So we're going to have a little clean up. We're going to see what we can see. I think it's more moderner. I don't think you're talking a massive amount of age to this. It's flattened a little bit, but let's have a little clean up. Let's see. Right guys, there we go. I'm not going to clean the inside of it while we're here. That can be done later. It can dry out a little bit and then we'll pick that out. We are complete. It's just a little bit cracked just down this bottom bit. As you can see, there's a little bit missing there, but the top is on there, just there. This has not been done by hand, so I would probably hazard a guess it's probably Victorian, maybe later period, but it's a lovely little find. We're finding some more little artefacts as we reach up to this further bit of the field. So if you see where that bush is just there, I'll move my fingers. So if you see where that bush is just there, in front of that is where the first Roman comes. So in line with, I think, what our house is just there. This direction I've moved out a little bit, and more artefacts. So different ages as we're coming up this field, but there's still plenty of more finds to find on this field. I think there's 3 of us on it, so let's crack on to the next. Right guys, we've got another little target just down here. 47s, 48s, 49s. It's just this one, which is a little button. We have a shank, so we are complete. I don't know if we've got a little bit of design behind this, so I'm just going to have a little clean up and just see. It might just be plain. Yep, so we've got no design on this one, it's just a plain button. But yeah, another find. I've not walked a few yards since we found that thimble. Now we have this. We're going to keep going and see what else we can find today. But I think we're onto some real activity up this side of the field. Now, it's not old activity, but let's just show you this one. 36s, 37s, and there we go. I think this is the second one now. It looks like another little thimble. Right, I've tried to turn out of the wind because it is absolutely crazy, but we're going to have a clean up of this one and see what we've got. You can see bits there. This one again looks complete, but we'll have a clean up, see what we've got. I don't think there's much age to it, but we will see. Again, there we are. So we've got a little bit of design work down this bottom bit. It is complete, it is full. Again, not much age to it. It's a bit of a smaller one, but it's another little artifact from down on this area, and that is very, very welcome. Get some pictures of that and we'll move on. Again, this wind is absolutely crazy. I'm trying to stay out of it as much as I can so you can hear me. So apologise if you can hear it. I can't do anything about it. My wind socks on, everything's on. I'm just trying to stay so that you're not getting the full brunt of that. But normally when I say that and I check the audio, nobody can actually hear the wind, so it won't surprise me if you can hear everything I'm saying. I can hear this wind, so if you can't hear me, again, I can only apologise. But we've got another little target, and if I can see, it's just down there. It's tiny, and with this wind I don't want it to blow away, so we're going to do this quickly. VDIs. Solid 17. And it's just this one. Now, if I can tilt this right, you should be able to see his face. So there, if you can just see the portrait of the bust there, you'll see his nose and his eye, and we're facing left, just there. He's took a dink on the back, but this is another tiny little Roman. That's 3 for today, and we're still going, and I thought this end was more moderner. Let me see whether I can get you in a better There, can you see it there? That's a lot better now I've got the sun on it. You just see the eye and the nose and the head. We're going to have a little tiny clean up. I don't want to do too much to it. It is absolutely tiny. But that's the third for me today. Alright guys, I'm trying to shield you from that wind. We've had the tiniest little clean up. You just see. Alright guys, I'm trying to shelter you from the wind so I can't tip you into the sunlight. It is absolutely blowing a gale. It's actually lifting me off my feet and I can see my detector wobbling and everything. So if this audio is terrible, I do apologise. I can't apologise enough. But we've only had a little tiny clean up. That's the back of it. You can't really see much at this point. We're probably going to see it better in the car because that's where I'll have to do roundup and the outro. But it's another little Roman, absolutely fantastic. We're going to get some pictures and we're going to quickly move on because I can't hear myself speak. So on to the next. It down there. I think we're on to another Roman. Get VDIs 55s, 56s. And it's just this one. Now I could be wrong because it is quite thin. We're going to give it a clean. I want to see what we've got. Right guys, this wind is picking up again. Straighten this out. We're all cleaned up as much as I can be on here. Heavily corroded, you can see all this corrosion coming here, but there is some little clues on there. Turn my back to the wind, sorry. Little clues on here that shows you that this is another Roman coin. So that is the fourth one that I've had today. I think Malk's had 3 and a little bit of a brooch as well, so that's just off these stretches here. So all kinds of sizes as well, but that is absolutely fantastic. 4 Roman. You can just see just here, just around the edge, you can see this legend. Yeah, it is heavily corroded, but there's just enough there to show you another Roman coin. Now as that dries out we might get something else off that, but it's another Roman. I can't believe it. 4 Roman. I was cursing. I was literally complaining about the look I'd had last few weeks, and then this pops up to give us 4 Roman for the day. Let's get some pictures, let's carry on because there could be more. There could be more. On to the next. Right guys, I've turned the camera on because there's something down there. 15s, but it looks a little odd. Looks like that. Get you focused. We'll swizzle round. There we go, that's what I've seen. This design behind here. What might not look like a coin might actually be a coin or something. But we're going to have a little clean up, but there is something there. Alright guys, we are all cleaned up. And can you see what I can see? That to me looks like a bit of a Roman coin to me. How it would have gone, I have no idea. Whether it would have been just this bit. There is some details there on the back, just there to suggest it is also. You can just see some little details coming through there. This one is very thin, but that surely has got to be another Roman coin. I mean, that looks like the Tin Man, to be fair. You can just see it, just there, looks like the Tin Man. Although that does look like a cross at the side as well. So, very interesting. Was this part of a bigger coin? As I say, I'm not great on Romans, but that to me looks like the remnants of another Roman coin. If I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. But there, look, can you see we've got some legend just up there as well? And whether it would have just been this big, who knows? But I'm sure you'll agree that that is another piece. Let's get a couple of photos so you can see, and then on to the next. Right guys, I've had to resort to doing the roundup in the car because the wind is basically like a storm. So I think there's a storm brewing, and we're getting the beginnings of it. So let's quickly go through various odds and sods in here. Buttons, some you won't have seen, just simply because there's not really much to show you. So I may as well just show you in the roundup. I can't show you every single signal. There's this button here, you saw that earlier. That military button, which we think is, I think it's Volunteer Navy, but I could be wrong on that one. We've got various little bits of buttons, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Gosberton specials, 3 of the little lead shots, another little button there, another little lead shot there, and then this is my miscellaneous. I don't really think that's anything. It's far too thin and flimsy. It's in there because it's got a little bit of silvering on there, but I don't think it's much. Maybe a spoon handle or something. This little bit, nothing much on it. No detail or anything like that. No, not really any detail on that to fathom what that could have been. Another little lead shot there. These are pretty much stuff that I put away just simply because there was some broken Roman coming up and I could see bits on them. So if I just like focus in for a minute here, I could just see little bits of detail behind. Not enough to chuck in the fines pot, but not enough really to chuck away. But we'll dry that out. We'll see if anything comes on that. Give it a bit of a clean up. I don't think so though. That's why it's in this pot. The same for this one. I could see little bits behind it, but I just think it's one of those things that looks like something that it's not. Same goes for this one, and then these couple of little bits here, which just look like blobs of bronze and lead. Then we get onto this one. So we've got this thimble here. This is the first one that came out, just there, and this was the second one that came out. And then we've got, let's have a look here what we've got. So this coin came out early on. I still can't see much detail to decipher, drop that as well, to decipher what it could be. Very thin. I'm wondering whether it's an early Georgian. We got this one here. This is beautiful. In fact, I'm going to save that one till the very last. Let's save that one and that one. In fact, let me pull them out. It's much easier. Right guys, and then from that pot we come to these 5 little beauties. The first one up was this one, which you can just see enough detail to say that that is Roman. Just there, tiny little one. The second one to come out was this one, but it's my favourite, so I'm going to leave that one till last. The third one to come out was this one where I showed you the head. You've got to get it in the right light to see it. But that's another little Roman coin there. 2 little spindlies just there. There's this one. This came off last of all, where we saw the Tin Man, as I like to call him, just there. So this is a fragment of a coin. This one here, which is absolutely 100% Roman. Unfortunately, it's heavily corroded, so we'll take some time with that, clean that up and see whether we can get anything from there once we've finished cleaning up. I mean, I'm seeing things, but I don't know if that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. And then last of all is this little beauty just there. Now, potentially this could have been sat in the ground with another coin, but we've got a bust, we've got some legend on the reverse, we've got some detail and legend there. It's absolutely superb, brilliant, absolutely superb. I absolutely love this coin. It's been an absolutely fantastic day, but let's get spun around and let's do the outro. Right guys, what an absolutely smashing day that was. Right guys, we're back. Thank you very much for watching and getting this far. Please just stay tuned a little bit longer. It's been an absolutely epic day. 5 Roman coins, 4 of which are absolute pearlers. The other one's a little bit of a fragment, but 5 Roman coins that we can confirm here. There may be a couple bits of fragments that are in that box that I've just showed you, but it's been a brilliant day. It's brilliant for me to show you Romans, because normally it's hammered coins and other bits and pieces, but to show you some more Romans was absolutely brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got this far and you haven't subscribed, please think about doing so. It does help my channel grow. It gets me in front of more people, which in turn gives me more subscribers, which in turn gets me in front of more people. So if you've got this far, you've liked any of the content, please subscribe. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to try and get that done for Detectable so that I can set up the giveaway at Detectable in the dragon detecting tent with Jordan, and we'll get that set up and some goodies for you to win. The last ones were absolutely out of this world. We did one at 100, 250, 500, and now the 1,000 one. The 1,000 one, go and look back at the 1, 250 and 500 giveaways that I did. They were insane for the amount of subscribers, so just think what the 1,000 one's going to be. We're putting that together now, so I would appreciate it. I'm not going to waffle on too long. That is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Ads, and I'll see you in a field very soon.